Tag Show. Tag Show. That's gonna leave a mark, Taylor.
That's only speed because I'm in the speed.
Another way you can get ready for Christmas.
Go ahead over to the WWE shop.
WWE shop. Shout out to the WWE shop for always keeping us lace. There's some last minute gifts I need to get. So head on over there. They got some dope ass sales, right? Look at this. This is this Macho Man. Oh yeah, the cream rises to the look. That wouldn't have been cool had they put that on there. I don't know.
I don't think they expected the promo to be so popular.
that one.
This many years later.
I mean, well, it's 20 anyway. Whatever. Does he say dig it?
Oh yeah, dig it. Yep.
I missed that. Anyway, but yeah. Hold on, let me put the lights on since we're still promoting it. So yeah, head on over to the WWE shop, get your last minute Christmas
I
gifts.
should wear my Macho Man cape one time.
Yeah, we got that from the shop. Again, shout out to them for always lacing us.
I wore it. My dad was like, "What are you wearing?"
Okay, you're weird.
You're
Like
Macho Man
that's
now?
one thing about Blue. Like he will wear like mask, like and all.
Oh, I
this.
should wear my hoodie.
What hoodie?
The Fiend.
Oh yeah, he sent me a picture. I'm like, yo, you're a mark. Anyway,
Oh my God.
but yeah, head on over there. Head on to our link in our bio at the Mixed Tag Show on Instagram and Twitter. Also on Facebook, even though we're not active on there, we should be. Or you can head to our personals at.
The mixed tag. Oh, you said that one right?
I did say
It's
that.
Simply Blue with 2 S's in the middle. Or at.
Miss Jenna Baby, BAYBEE. Where else can they support us at, Blue?
At ProWrestlingTees.com/GMTS. Get the concrete shirt and the black and the white t-shirt. Send some coins over, help us out. Or you can head over to shop.spreadshirt.com/GMTS. Get a mug, get a gym bag, get a water bottle, get whatever with our logo on top of it. Send us some coins our way. It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
Get those gifts ready for your favorite podcast.
Nothing means nothing.
Okay. Or you can head over to
Patreon.com, where you can also give us some coins. But
/ the mixed tag show.
yes, I didn't finish. Patreon.com / the Mixed Tag Show. You can get exclusive bonus episodes or just bonus content, exclusive content. My words are like being mixed together, but you can head over there. We have some dope conversations, such as recently we discussed the Hall of Fame, the recent inductees. So definitely check that out. Help us out, support us. And yeah, you want to get into the TLC results?
Wait, before we do, shout out to William Castillo, one of our patrons.
Shout out to him.
He always asks us questions and having conversations with us over there and in our Patreon, and we discuss it. He called you out a couple of times on your mistake on the Hall of Fame of 2020. Put some respect on Six's name.
What mistake did I make?
Well, he just, not a mistake, but he was more so like put some respect on his name.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what mistake?
Like he said, Sean Woodman actually brought the 2 sweet finger gesture to the clique, which the NWO was known for.
Okay.
Put some respect on his name.
Okay. So that means he should be in the Hall of Fame?
No, he also said, Blue is right. 1, 2, 3 Kid and Razor Ramon rematch for the money bag was the main event of Raw.
Oh.
His first win was one of the biggest oh shit moments in the history of Raw.
Okay, and besides
Things I said.
Meanwhile, other people that I spoke to were like, yeah, nah, he doesn't need to be inducted with NWO. That's
Pish posh.
Like, fine, agree with Blue in that sense, but it's just like,
Pish posh.
that's just a couple of things you can mention, sure.
Pish posh. Anyway, we're not going to get into this again.
What the fuck is pish posh?
Head over to patreon.com / the Mixed Tag Show and hear the conversation.
Shout out to
and pick
Will.
your side.
Shout out to him. I know he hit me up a couple of times, but my DMs be like...
Yeah, okay. TLC results.
You ready after you interrupted me?
Where's my...
All right, SmackDown Tag Team Championship ladder match between the New Day and the Revival. What did you think of that match?
That match was very fire.
That was dope as fuck.
That was next level.
For TLC to be a throwaway pay-per-view, they had a few good matches, and that was, to start off the show like that,
Yeah.
Wow, chef's kiss.
And it was great to see the Kofi Kingston ending the year on top.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. And only besides that too, again, I think it was nice to see, because we had this conversation last week in regards to the predictions to TLC with the revival. It's like they'll get the titles, for example, but they don't have a long reign or
Right.
really show what they can do, like their personality and just their in-ring work. A prime example was that during Survivor Series when they went back to NXT, and who did they face again? Remind me. It was a really dope match, and I'm
The they went back to they would face the Undisputed Era.
Undisputed Era. Yes, and that match was, oh my god,
Yeah.
right? So people don't. If you didn't watch them in NXT, you don't really know how good the Revival are. So this match
Go back and watch the Revival
Versus
the
American.
DIY versus Authors of Pain.
I thought you were gonna say the American Alpha match. That match was crazy.
They have so many.
They have
DIY
many.
versus the Rival too. Like those 1-on-1s. Like
Yeah, so like I said, if you didn't watch NXT, you don't really know about the Revival and how they get down. So it was nice to really have them showcase this, and I love the actual, like, the emotions. It just seemed authentic, and again, it was just, we don't really get that on the main roster, like great tag team matches.
Right.
So that was definitely a great way to open up TLC, in my opinion.
Buddy Murphy versus Aleister Black.
Do you think that was the match of the night? A lot of people, like, yo, that match was fire.
I don't know why, but it didn't capture me as much as it did everybody else.
Really? Why not?
I don't know. Like, I was just watching it for a bit. It caught up towards the end, but the way people were making it seem from beginning to end, that was just fire.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It took, because even with, I think maybe it was the crowd. That crowd was trash.
Oh my God, I really wanted to make that actual, like, topic. I was like, yo, what the fuck is with, like, yo,
What town was that?
Minnesota. Like, I know WWE has to make their coins, but I'll be like, yo, if y'all gonna act like that, I wouldn't
They gotta
go.
have to start picking the locations a little bit better on how crowd
For real,
react
like,
to
I
it.
understand you gotta cater to, like, your large audience
Right.
and go to different cities for people that may not get the chance to see you. But if you're not gonna appreciate it, like, yeah, you bought the tickets, but it's okay for y'all to cheer. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like maybe that might have been that, like you said. But you couldn't really get into the Aleister and Buddy match because
The crowd was there.
yeah, sometimes crowd participation really helps a match.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
not to like sound like a fanboy for AEW, but that's one of their biggest things is how the crowd
Hell yeah,
reacts.
yeah, absolutely. I
And NXT
definitely
as well, like
exactly, and take over when it comes to
crowd
NXT.
participation really
Yeah.
matters.
It takes a really, really good match and makes it to a classic.
For example, this past week I had my girl watch Bayley versus Sasha at Brooklyn.
Takeover.
Yes, the takeover.
What was her
Brooklyn.
reaction?
She was like, "Yo, what the?" Like,
Yeah.
because at first I was like, "Yo, this is a match that put women division on the map." She's like, "This one match?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I explained to her how Divas was, and I showed her the Divas belt and all that stuff. She's like, "Yo," and they're best friends for real. I'm like, "Yeah," and in the moment, she's like, "Oh," like she was really into it. And again, I told like,
I
being
get so
there,
happy. Sorry.
being there with the crowd.
Yeah, but if for someone like me who wasn't there but got to like witness and be like, yo, this match is fire, but to see like the crowd and then I wasn't really on wrestling Twitter back then or whatever, but just again when you can like relate to people and like really enjoy it makes the experience so much more different. So when it comes to this, I'm like, yo, yeah. I really was deadass was gonna make this one of the topics. Like I'm not gonna even hold you.
And I wouldn't have been mad at you.
I wasn't even hold you, but I thought it was a really good match. Definitely match of the night, and it just proves right there, like you got to push these two guys.
And my thing is, after that match, I feel like the rest of the pay-per-view just declined.
I can't remember. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to mention here Bray and The Miz.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a bad pay-per-view though.
It was decent because we're so used to like other, but like I give it like a strong C plus, maybe C.
I give it a B minus. I didn't think it was. I truly didn't think it was that bad. And again, the Bray. I keep doing that. Bray and The Miz, like that crowd, that was another
Daniel
match.
Bryan.
Yeah, I thought that was like even the yes chance was like
Kinda
was trash.
fake, yeah.
And I tell you one thing with Bray, they got it right. I was like, yo, I hope they don't fuck up his entrance, and they did it right.
Yeah.
I said, I thought they did a really good job with this pay-per-view.
And they continue to play to the whole factor of when you face Fiend, you go back to your original person.
And except that Daniel went back to his original person, but not what maybe essentially Bray wanted.
I believe it was the American Dragon persona.
Yeah, so that was definitely cool. And I hated Daniel Bryan back then. Like, I used to think he was so boring, but he's definitely come into his own and his character. So that was cool to see.
Miz did very well in that match as well. Don't take away nothing from Miz. He
I
played
mean,
his role
Miz
very well.
is Miz is underrated in a lot of things. Just how he can push the needle along, depending the feud, like just with his promo ability alone.
Right.
You know what I mean? I won't say he's the greatest in-ring wrestler, but he can hold his own, like you said.
No, he definitely
so
evolved.
I thought there was a lot of positives and negatives with that match. I'm not gonna discuss the Baron and Roman.
Like I said,
we don't have to discuss it, but it is gonna kind of be alluded to this. The women's tag team championship match was a TLC match. Kabuki Warriors won. What did you think?
That was the right people to win.
Absolutely.
The match was kind of all over the place, and then later on we found out why. Mm-hmm. They did the best they could when you get all the information, but I really still enjoyed what they did in a sense. Shout out to Asuka. Asuka did everything she could. Shout out to Becky. Becky did everything she could, and yeah.
No, shout out to no one else.
No.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you that. You want to put your input in first before I say why I'm not shouting out Charlotte?
No, say what you have to say.
I felt she was very reckless in her manner when she got frustrated with the spear and then slapped her in the face and then forced the power bomb. That was very reckless in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were like, it was just like a lot of going back and forth on who to place blame on. It was a really good match, but it got sloppy towards the end because obviously we know why with Kyrie getting injured. We don't know the state of her injury, but one can assume that she got a concussion, right? I agree. You have to tip your hat off to Becky because once she was aware of something's not right. Like you can literally see different angles. Like she's talking to her, or even that one spot at ringside, like. You see her talking to her, and then very like kind of like weakly goes for a chair shot, and then
even after
like
the power bomb, she kind of checked on her, kind
of pushed her away. Yeah, I'll get into that, but just definitely shout out to Becky. There was no monitors that actually hit Kyrie, so like that, there's camera footage literally showing from that angle that she wasn't hitting the head. In regards to that, in regards to Charlotte, like.
I'm saying like Becky checked on Kyrie after the powerbomb.
I understand. I understand.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is a lot of people were there was heat, I guess, from Twitter and the, marks and everything like that in regards to Charlotte. And I want to choose my words carefully because I agree. Because in the sense of her giving the spear to Kyrie and she sandbagged it, right? Mm-hmm. Why would Kyrie do that on purpose, especially if it's something that you worked on? So why would you slap her?
Right.
1, 2. Granted, give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she just didn't realize what it was. That is human nature. You hyped up. You know what I mean. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. For the power bomb, when you're literally kind of like lifting a dead body. Then for me, I feel like you should have been more aware of something's not right. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because if you can't easily pick her up and then you saw, like...
She was fighting her off not to do it.
Exactly. Then it's like, again, what are we doing here? But again, it's not... I don't want to say, like, she did it on purpose because no one goes out there like, yo, I'm going to hurt them. I don't care, this and that and the third. And then once she did find out, then they did a better job of trying to protect her and call audibles. So, but again, this is a thing that, a thing in regards to Charlotte. Like, I call her the best, this and that and the third. I just feel like you have to be more of a leader and realize certain things. Becky owned that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna. Regardless, I'm not gonna put blame on anyone because it was a physical match.
Right,
You know
it's
what I mean?
gonna
And I know
happen.
you're not. But I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
I just didn't like the follow up, and like to me, and I seen this comment on Twitter, and I kind of agree with it. It felt like, I guess with her interview with Corey Graves, she felt like she needed to be more edgy and more, show more strength and power. And I feel like that was one of her things was like, oh, you're making me look bad. And you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I gotta show my power type of thing.
Yeah.
And then later on, probably Becky told like, no, she's really hurt. Like,
Yeah.
her being too into self, not noticing her surroundings and realizing something's not right.
Yeah, like, and that's okay. That's not okay, but that's okay. What I mean in sense of like, not everyone has the strength of being alert and like, oh, this is not right. Let me be a ringleader and direct and this and that and third, and that's okay. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
But I think this is a lesson learned for everybody. Just, you got to be careful and just be more alert, and then you have to kind of maybe put some blame on the refs too, because
the refs were,
you
should have been there.
You should have been there and saw that. Okay, this is
even during the match, I didn't realize both of the refs were on the same side.
Yeah.
To me, it's like if you have two ref, why don't have ref on one side and have them cover? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how they do in soccer in a way. But you know, have refs separate sides.
Or
you can
in
watch.
sports in general, when you have
even with the basketball courts, and like,
they're all spread out. In
Right.
baseball, you're all in different places, so you can get different angles.
I didn't understand why both of the refs needed to be on the same side to watch what happened.
Yeah.
So there was no ref on that side when all that stuff was happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I said, it's not to put blame on anyone. Really, it's just a lesson learned from everybody. You have to protect each other more, and be more aware. But besides that, the thing that I wanted to discuss was this. I said this on Twitter. Why can't Asuka get her moment to shine? This is the third time that she's been overshadowed by something.
Yeah.
You know, it was the whole Royal Rumble thing.
Right.
With Ronda coming out. TLC, when she won the SmackDown Women's title, Ronda came out and interrupted, and that's how she got her win. I was just getting ready to say, in regards to the Roman and Baron match, I'm like, yo, they're using Roman right. They're doing a good, like, I said this, I'm like, yo, he doesn't need this win, right? And he didn't win. So it should have been left at that. And that's my thing with WWE. You make the right call, but then you eliminate that by making them, that person that lost or whatever, still look strong. That's what they did last pay-per-view at Survivor Series with Becky.
Right.
Becky didn't need to be strong and come out on top after Shayna won. Same thing with Baron. If you want to make him legitimate, he won.
Right.
That's it. Roman has to come back maybe a few weeks later or just take the L, whatever. There was no reason why that, okay, they brawled during the backstage segment. Cool. There's literally no reason why that the camera cut to them brawling while Asuka's celebrating.
Right.
There was no need for that. I really don't understand what's the whole point of taking her moment away. They main evented. There was no reason for that.
Right.
So that was my displeasure in regards to that match.
And I kind of seen it develop when they showed a clip of the backstage area and them fighting, and they reminded us they were still fighting during the match. I'm like, yo, please don't do this. This is not needed.
Yeah.
And then even when it happened, my girl was watching it with us. She's like, wait, what is happening? Like, what why are they still fighting? Like,
and not even only that, then you have like the Street Profits included. Why are they included if they're on Raw?
And that was my exact thing. Even with the Baron Corbin versus Roman Reigns match, when you had Dolph Ziggler come out, that should have been enough of a disadvantage. Why would the Revival come out and help out of nowhere?
Yeah.
They had nothing to do with this feud.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like there was been a couple of times they helped them, or no, I don't know, but it just didn't make sense. You should have kept it as Baron got the win over Roman and called it a day, but it's always some way somehow that WWE feel like they have to negate a moment.
Like, everybody's helping to fight him backstage. Like, what was that help when he was getting jumped during his match? Like, nobody came out to help. Right. But all of a sudden backstage, everybody wants to smoke. Like,
it's just a classic thing of WWE overproducing. Less is more, right?
I guess.
Tag Show.